Hey everybody, this is Chelsea, and I just wanted to say hi from Arequipa, Peru. I'm sorry that the video is a little dark. It's cloudy today. It's not usually cloudy, but it's getting closer to the rainy season, so it's a little cooler and a little more overcast. I wanted to share a little bit with you today for my Christmas letter. I can't really remember if I've done a Christmas letter before, but I wanted to do my Christmas letter in a video form this year, so more people might actually read and listen to it. So I'll try to keep it really short so you can hear just a little bit about what has been going on. Sometimes it just hits me out of nowhere. Pretty surprised that, oh my goodness, I'm here in Peru. How did I get here? And I guess Christmas time and December and New Year's and all of that is kind of the time for reflection on like what happened this past year and why it happened and where I was and how I got here. And I was just thinking today, you know, like a year ago I was new in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was studying to get a master's degree. I was volunteering with an organization that works with victims of human trafficking. And to be completely honest, I was really desiring to get married. I was thinking about that a lot. And it's amazing how quickly God changes our plans. I thought that I would be in Nashville for a long time because I absolutely loved it there. God started to bring about His calling again in my life to do missions, and I'm so glad that He did. This past year in January, I quit the master's program after a strange series of events, and in February, started to explore my calling to missions again and started seeking out different organizations, and it seemed like a lot of the doors were closing to the ones that I was looking at. In March, I had a really impactful time with God in the mountains. I went out to East Tennessee and spent a couple days there just with Him and a waterfall, and it was pretty awesome, some of the things that He showed me there. In April, I heard about Extreme Nazarene Ministries for the first time and started the application process, and really wasn't sure that that was what God wanted me to do, but I felt strong enough that it was, and so I started to pursue that. And in June, I interviewed with Extreme, and they offered me the position, and I accepted it. Started fundraising. I had to raise $37,000, and God very graciously did that. In July, I quit my job at the bank and sold the vast majority of my belongings and did some traveling, and in August moved in with my parents and finished up fundraising and spoke at some churches, and about 3 days before I was supposed to come here, so I think it was the 16th or the 7th, I think it was the 17th of September, God finally brought about the ending of the fundraising, and the 20th of September I moved to Arequipa, Peru, and crazy to think about how much changed this past year. I'm on a team of 4 right now, and eventually in about a month we're going to have a team of 10, along with a couple from the U.S. with their 2 children are going to be our cluster support parents. They're going to come here to Arequipa around the 20th of January and do some training with us. I guess if the past 3 months I've probably gone through more growth experience than I have in a long time, and I feel like I have gone through a lot of growth experiences in the past couple of years, but God's really given me such a confidence in Him, such a confidence in who He's made me to be. I would say for the vast majority of my life I've wanted to be somebody else, and God's really given me a passion for seeking out who He's made me to be specifically and allowing Him to work in my life and to bring about that. And He really has been. Just the past few weeks, it's just been amazing to see the freedom that I felt in my life in just focusing on becoming me and accepting God's love for me and learning to just fall in love with the people of the world. And I really, really desire to see the people of the world like He sees them, to love them like He loves them, and I just want to be like Christ so much. He's been challenging me to grow and take risks every day, and there's something about being on the mission field, and especially the type of ministry that we're doing here. There's a new challenge to overcome every single day. and you can't really prepare yourself for it. You just kind of have to take it as it comes. I'm leading a couple different small groups this week, actually 2 in one day, and everything's in Spanish. And I remember not too long ago I was terrified to speak Spanish, never wanted to speak Spanish ever, and God's really helped me get over that fear and helped me to step out and to enjoy getting to know these people, and they've invested so much in my life now, and I'm just so humbled and honored to be a part of the ministry here. And I'm a part of the worship band and playing piano in worship band, and most people that know me wouldn't think that would be such a big deal and so hard for me, but it's really out of my comfort zone. But God's really giving me confidence in that, and I just absolutely love doing that. And I preached a couple weeks ago in Spanish for the first time, and that was really exciting. I was terrified, but God really showed up and spoke through me, and His Spirit really helped me to be able to do that. And it was just, I feel like I was just a part of something that God did. I don't really feel like I did much of anything. He really made it happen, and that was so cool to be a part of. And God's really been calling me to pursue God's dream for my life, and realizing that my dreams for my life were so small compared to the dreams that He has for me, and realizing that He's my coach. And I used to think that, I had a list of the person that I want to be and the things that I want to accomplish in my life, and, that's great and everything, but I'm learning that, God has this amazing dream that's so beyond anything that I would have put for me, and He's bringing about certain experiences in my life that are going to train me for this and going to help me to become the person that I need to be for those situations, and realizing that I can focus and delight in the moment right now, in the day-to-day, and that God will guide and direct the steps of my life, and He will bring about the things that I need to learn. He will bring about the struggles that I need to overcome to become that person, and I can let Him have that, and I don't have to worry about preparing myself for anything. All I have to do is to be obedient right now to what He has for me right now. And such a freedom, and I found Him to be so faithful, and there have been times when I've really doubted Him, and He has shown Himself to be so true, and I am just so in love with Him, so in love with what He's doing in the world, and so excited to be a part of His plan and purpose for the world. And I know that He's going to equip me and give me the strength that I need to do all these things that are looming here in the future that I think that I could never do. He will accomplish that, and it will be all Him, and it will be all for His glory, and I will just delight in having been used by Him. I wanted to read something from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 9 through 12 and verse 16. These verses really blew my mind the other day. That is what the scriptures mean when they say, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love Him. But it was to us that God revealed these things by His Spirit, for His Spirit searches out everything and shows us God's deep secrets. No one can know a person's thoughts except that person's own spirit, and no one can know God's thoughts except God's own Spirit. And we have received God's Spirit, not the world's spirit, so that we can know the wonderful things God has freely given us." And verse 16 says, "For who can know the Lord's thoughts? Who knows enough to teach Him? But we understand these things, for we have the mind of Christ." And that's really been my focus the past few weeks, has just been to have the mind of Christ, to, like I said earlier, to see the world the way He does, to see people the way He does, and to become less and less and allow Him to be more and more in my life. I never really wanted to lose myself in anything before. I'm afraid of losing control, but realizing that when I lose myself in God, I have so much freedom, and life is so much richer than it would have been if I had control over my life, or whatever illusion of control I thought I had of my life. I'm just excited to live out this passion that God's given me, and to live out His purpose, and I'm excited to see what He'll do in the coming year. We've got a crazy schedule. We've got 2 more weeks before our Christmas break, and so we're kind of in charge of a lot of things, and then we're going to travel some of Peru and see some amazing things and go through our 2 more weeks of language school. We'll graduate around the 18th of January. We'll go through 40 days in the desert with our partners. We'll go to Cali, Colombia for 3 weeks in March, and then on March 26th we'll be in Ambato, Ecuador to start our 2-year service there. So excited to see what God's going to do through our team and see what He's going to do in Ambato, and excited to meet those people and to meet our partners. And if you just keep us all in your prayers. Our partners are raising money right now. I talked to a couple of them today, and they're going out and doing the fundraising that was so ominous to us just a few months ago. So please pray for them, that God would work out all the details in their lives and that they would be able to come and be a part of our team. And we just want to thank you so much for your support and allowing us to be here. It's so exciting to be a part of God's plan and to just be completely fulfilled in this area, in this place, and just appreciate your encouragement and support that you've given me so constantly. And please keep it coming. It means so much, and there have been some difficult times, and your prayers and support have really been what's gotten us through and what's gotten me through. Just want to thank you so much, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching this and for your friendship and support. We love you. Bye.